You started to feel very early on there is something more to life. There is something different you sense. There is something you see that not everybody else around sees. And you've been always curious. You wanted to find out what is this. So you start digging. You start reading about spiritual concepts or hearing some phrases somewhere, even in the songs or just quotes, and it's suddenly just start making sense. And it kind of fills you with this wonder and the sense of knowing there is something beyond, something deeper. The more you see, the more you feel, the more you read, the more you talk to people about these things, the picture becomes clear. You come to the conclusion that the entire reality is just your perception. It's just your perception. There is no such a thing as objective reality. There is actually, but comes a little bit later. You come to the point where you realize that all things that you believed in, all your memories, all your knowledges, it just doesn't make any sense anymore. Because what it does, it just blurs your vision. Because you look to this world through the lenses of your experiences. But at the same time, those experiences led you to the place where you right now, where you're ready to realize one pure experience of God, oneness, unity, which is you can only understand now on intellectual level. But maybe you're someone who've been lucky to experience this with your whole being, with your whole body, with your whole spirit, not necessarily sober. For many people, like mushroom trips and stuff just leads to the spiritual awakening. For other people like myself, we get to these experiences through breathing or through just being, where suddenly everything starts making sense. When you touch this experience, it's like you don't want to experience anything else. It's so pure, it's so beautiful. It's like nothing else worth your effort, energy, and interest. All you're interested about, it's all these spiritual things, and you study more and more different spiritual concepts, hope to find the truth, and at some point it leads you to the place where just nothing makes sense. I think this is how non-duality starts. If you kind of, I don't want to say understand it wrong, but it can hit you from a different perspective, where just if nothing exists, if everything is just my mental projection, illusion, Maya, duality game, what is the point? It just leaves you with this hopeless feeling of nothingness, because nothingness that only exists, and there is no even this word of nothingness. I'm not really sure what to do in this place of nothingness. I was sitting in this place for a while, meeting my demons, meeting my ego fighting for its own place, for its existence, for its right to dictate my world, because ego doesn't want to die, and the non-duality nothingness concept never appealing for ego. It wants to stay, so it fights with this kind of concept. So what are you gonna just do nothing? Yeah, how amazing. Just waste your life, waste your time, go on, do this, and just like, I don't know, throwing you all these ideas and trying to fill you with some fuel of achievement, like desires and things that you start to chase again, that you were chasing before, but at some point they just lost meaning and now they're coming back, and you might get distracted on these desires for a little while, but pretty quickly you realize, no, that's not it. I'm not going down to this road again. I've been there. But you don't see another road, right? Because another road is just nothingness, where just like, what else to do, just be. You don't really know what to do there. I mean, your ego doesn't know what to do there. Your being is always fine. Doesn't matter if you're doing something or not. This is a very dangerous place to stay for a long period of time. And if you really start like listening your negative emotions and ego ideas about that, like, you have to do something, you loser, just wasting your life, and all these demons just start attacking you, and there's like nothingness in this place. They start showing up even more clear than before, because before they were kind of on the background and you couldn't see them, you couldn't hear them as clear. But now, once you try to clear and cut all the bullshit, their voices becoming louder. And you shouldn't listen to these voices. Those are just voices created by wrong ideas about who you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be. You're not here to be anyone. You're not here to be anything. You are just here, and that's it. That's just how simple it is. There is no one to judge you for what you're doing in your life or what you're not doing in your life except you. The only person who judges you and bringing all these concepts that makes you feel like you suck, like you're a loser, like you have to do more, like you're not doing enough, like you're not realizing your potential. It's just you. So just stop listening these bullshit voices if they don't serve you. You navigate out of this darkness by just not listening these voices, and they becoming less loud and less often. And honestly, I'm not sure how to navigate my life from this place of non-duality. Yes, I do believe 100% that we are all one. There is no black and white, it's just the mental ideas about the world that have nothing to do with formless reality itself, and it's just God and oneness and one single consciousness experiencing oneself here. Nothing is really going on, nothing is happening, and everything happening at the same time. Yes, I do believe in this concept, and many of the times the same concept maybe made me depressed, but now I kind of learned how to navigate out of this darkness, and now this concept brings me the sense of peace and ease. So I still do exist through my ego like I was before, but now my ego is not my enemy anymore with whom I have to fight. We kind of became friends, and I've created self-image of myself and created the life that kind of suits me maybe more and suits this concept of non-duality, of oneness, as much as possible as it could be on a mental projected manifested world. I do live this life through the self-image of myself, like as a woman, as a YouTube creator, as a human being, as a wife, as a friend, as a daughter, as a just someone who likes movies and music. All these images are there. They're not conflicted anymore as they were before, because I don't associate myself with any of this image. While I live and play these games, I realize on the same level that what I am truly is something beyond all of this. And what I am truly beyond all of this brings me peace. If I'm not falling into this game mind trap where I again started associating myself with any of those roles, because for any of those roles there is always going to be some kind of concept of scarcity, luck, non-achievement, non-enoughness, not worthiness, because those are just such a limited, fragmented perceptions that just has nothing to do with reality on its whole. I mean, I am all these things, but I'm not just all these things. Those are just little pieces. And this fragmentation, fragmented thoughts, emotions, images, actions, this is where the problem lies, in the separation. And when the spiritual awakening leads you to the place of separation where you feel distant and different and separate from others, this is the sign that you should turn other way around. The sign that you need to look other way around, and you shouldn't listen the voices in your head who makes you feel so different and so separate from everybody else. The separation is the biggest lie your mind is trying to convince you in. You shouldn't deny and fight with this no, we are not separate, we are one. Let the mind speak and play in its all game on the level that he can play. It's not about rebelling and denying the social roles. It's okay, they're there. And they will be here until it serves its purpose, because what we see here, we see the past. We never see the present, actually. It's already happened. We live in something that's already happened. We live in the echo of our ideas and projections in the past. So the things you're experiencing right now, like oneness, that you believe in right now, but you're not maybe experiencing in manifested reality, will appear later on, maybe not even in your generation. But it's not something for you to think, to bother, to suffer about. Everything is perfect as it should be. Why many of us falling into this depression instead of actually being enlightenment, one with God? We just feel depressed because we feel separate, because we feel like no one understands us, because we feel we are the chosen one. We believe that we are the chosen one. We are only the one who experience reality on such a level, who feel this reality on such a level. But that's not true. I'm here talking to you. That at least makes two of us. And you can see in the comments there are other people, and how many people watching this, and how many people are commenting, and how many people feel the same way. Every single one of us actually feel this on some level. Just not everyone talk about it as I do right now. Not everyone watching videos about as you do right now. What are you feeling right now? You're not feeling it individually. As I was talking at the beginning of the video, there is actually one objective experience. There is one true self that knows itself at this very moment right now. And if you close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and if all people on this planet do the same thing right now, we will all experience one objective reality of being itself, or of living itself. But there is no words gonna be about it. There is no one who will try to put this into some concept, form, or shape that's gonna sound like silence. The objective reality, the oneness, the truth is actually in the silence, not in the words, and the pauses in between. So next time when you talk to someone or you listen to this video, listen to the pauses between the words, between your breath, and there you will find the reality, the only one reality, the true one. which is love, which is God. But even without these words, thank you for being here. I love you.